the war against the American colonies had not been going so well for the British. The campaign in the north was pretty much at a stalemate, so the British decided to focus their war efforts on the southern colonies. By 1780, the British had regained control of both Georgia and South Carolina. Lord Charles Cornwallis, the commander of the British forces, planned to continue driving his forces northward through the Carolinas into Virginia. Standing in his way was Major General Nathaniel Greene and his army of Continental soldiers and militia. The British began chasing Greene's army around the Carolina countryside. Because of this, the British left behind their supply wagons and took only what they could carry on their backs. This resulted in Cornwallis's army being malnourished, tired, and undersupplied. On the cold, clear morning of March 15, 1781, Lord Cornwallis began marching his troops up the Great Salisbury Wagon Road from his camp along the Deep River towards Greene's position at Guilford Courthouse, about 12 miles away. His army consisted of about 1,900 men. Even though he was grossly outnumbered, Cornwallis felt that his troops would be victorious against the rebel forces led by Greene. General Greene had about 4,400 troops under his command at Guilford Courthouse. His army was comprised of 1,700 Continental soldiers and about 2,700 local militiamen. Greene deployed his troops into 3 separate lines across the Great Salisbury Wagon Road and in the surrounding woods, where they waited for the advancing British troops. Greene's first line was made up of men from the North Carolina militia, the second of men from the Virginia militia, and the third was made up of more experienced Continental soldiers. Along Lord Cornwallis's march, he encounters one of Greene's advanced cavalry units near present-day Guilford College. This results in a brief skirmish.
I'll let him fire up!
After the skirmish, the British troops continued their march towards Guilford Courthouse until they reached the farm of Joseph Hoskins, where they fall into formation. The battle began around noon, when the British troops got within 150 yards of the first line. The militia, consisting of about 1,100 men, fired a single volley towards the advancing troops. Many advancing British troops were cut down from the hailstorm of lead, but they maintained their advance. An officer of the British 71st Highland Regiment would later recall that during the first American volley, one half of the Highlanders dropped on that spot. Once the British got into effective range, they fired their own musket volley towards the militia and then charged the line with bayonets. As the charging British soldiers ran towards the first line with bayonets at the ready, panic began to run through the militiamen. Most of the militia used rifles, which did not have any way in which to affix a bayonet, which caused them to scatter as the British charged the line. The British continued their advance towards the second line. The second line would prove to be a tougher obstacle for the British than the first. The fighting took place in a heavily wooded area that broke up the British formations and prevented them from being able to use their bayonets. The American non-commissioned officers were ordered to shoot any of the men from the second line that tried to retreat from the battle too early. The fighting was intense and bloody. The British suffered heavy losses but were able to break through the second line after about an hour of fighting. The third line is where the heaviest fighting took place. Greene had his most experienced men deployed in this line. He also ordered his cavalry into the fight, attacking the British from 2 sides. Fearing that his army was about to fall, Lord Cornwallis ordered his artillery to fire 2 cannons towards a large group of British and American soldiers. He killed a number of his own men in doing this. Major General Greene ordered his men to retreat, leaving Cornwallis the victor of the battle. But at what cost? Cornwallis lost more than a fourth of his army and more than half of his officers during the bloody battle. The British sustained such heavy casualties at Guilford Courthouse that Cornwallis would surrender 7 months later at the Battle of Yorktown. Lord Cornwallis said of the battle, "I never saw such fighting since God made me. The Americans fought like demons." The Americans sustained 264 casualties, 79 killed, 185 wounded, and the British sustained 532 casualties, 93 killed, 413 wounded, and 26 missing. The Americans also had 1,046 men missing after the battle. Most of those missing were part of the militia, and it's commonly believed that they simply went home after the battle ended. This small battle in rural North Carolina, located near the present-day city of Greensboro, was instrumental and America gaining her independence from Britain, because it greatly weakened Cornwallis's army, which resulted in his later surrender. Cornwallis's surrender at Yorktown prompted the British government to negotiate a truce between the Americans, thus ending the conflict.